Hello and welcome to CathyDslayt's website for January 12th, 2021. This will be on the SRC4U software, and it is a Zoom call. To access the Zoom call, where it says click here, and you'll need this password. We will allow. We will put in the password and join. The room is open, so we'll join without video.
We're going to do the same thing today, the planetary scan. Well, let's do a scan and see where we are as a group with it. And I just wanted to show you where we finished yesterday. We ended up, the theme was vitamin balance. Let's clear all this. And put our group in. And let's see if we're interested in a name image. No, not today. So let's go ahead and just optimize. And remember, I know the Zoom call didn't record correctly yesterday, but what we're doing probably for the next week at least is what's called a planetary scan. The stress of what's happening in the country.
Oh, okay.
And so, but we're going to start first with our scan in reference to the clearing, and I've been doing this, as you know, for everybody, every time there's a session. And I did a post this morning for the main site on the Holy Spirit. So I don't, it'll go up sometime today probably. I hope you get a chance to look at it because it's going to tie in with quite a bit of what we're doing. Even though most of us really don't have a clear image in our mind of what the Holy Spirit even is. The church really hasn't taught it. So let's look first and see what kind of clearing we might need. All subtle energy.
Wow.
The list just gets longer, and I need to get it. I thought I had gotten it to Joanna, but then I looked this morning, realized I hadn't gotten this list, which is fine because we added a few more things in the interim. Code for being able to accept truth from false information, to actually see the truth. He mentioned it, how good that would be. So I looked it up, and there was a code, and I sent it to him and told him, of course, I didn't need it, and we had a good laugh over that. But regardless, it's in our major list now. So here's what we're talking about today, and I really do have to focus on learning more about what they call foreign energetic constructs. I'm not sure still that I understand that, but there's a code for it. It's been mentioned in some things I've listened to. We're looking for pure love. And then there again, vaporized bad information. You don't want to ever have anybody tell you they know all there is about a subject. It's not possible, especially if you get into this kind of talk about energy and God and all these things. It's just not possible to comprehend all of it, in my opinion. So you got to double check any information you get. Disable negative endorphins, pull away from mass illusion. Yesterday, That was our top stress. That was the very top one that we wanted to clear. Break attacks of enemies. Shield against multi-dimension interference. That comes up a lot also. There we go with the stop super COVID. We're going to ask for that information. Balance the throat chakra, and then cranial nerve 13 is the pineal. So let's go ahead. We're going to put all of these in here, but I'm going to look at the 0 at this moment in time. And douse it in separately. And let's go ahead and add it to the shin. Now, see there, got to get that back in. Looks like I added some things yesterday and forgot to hit start. This pure love, even though it's not a 0, let's go ahead and see where we are with that. Okay, we can have a little boost on that. So let's go ahead. We've got everything in there once. We're going to add it for the second time. And then we're going to add it for the third. But there's a lot of alarmist activity and information out there.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah, and so we want to hold the unconditional love in our hearts. Well, see, we got a little stress there. Let's go ahead also and put this stop super COVID. All of these will go in, of course. Where do we go here? Let's make sure a couple of them are in 3 times.
Now, where'd that number come from?
This is healingnumbers.info.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just an amazing site, and I really like to add to these. And someone says something that sounds interesting, I go and look and see if there's a code.
So healingnumbers.info.
Correct.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that.
It's a wonderful site, and they also provide the color images.
You also use how do you pronounce Gravovoy?
Yeah, Grabavoy. That is healingnumbers.info is Grabavoy.
Oh, it is. Oh,
it is. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what they say anyway. Again.
That's what I use.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see if we want any Pro Tools for this one. Now P4 is doing it. And let's quickly do this planetary scan. Oh, there it is. That's the code. I was talking with Kevin again right there. Discover truth from falsehoods. And that's been added. That's 3618945. So what we're doing is just instead of usually on Monday we pull the Grabavoy codes and look at our focus, but we're changing it at least for this week. And we're going to do the planetary. Because when you talk about stress, that's something that we can take into consideration, the stress in the country right now.
Yeah, a lot of it.
Yeah.
No, you think those numbers work pretty well, huh?
You know, I do. I don't know if it's, you know, the true thing that's doing this is our own intent. So I have the intent that they work, and I think that's why it's so important to see what's going on.
Yeah, I believe that too.
Yeah.
Because I know I do share them even with some of the people I share them with. They don't even have computers, so I just give them the number.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
And tell them that wear a number somewhere on their body and put one under your pillow.
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, we don't know how they get these numbers. Use my expression, but it could be a bunch of chimpanzees throwing darts. We don't know. But the mind is a powerful computer in itself. And so, do I believe the codes work? I do.
I write the numbers on my water bottle.
Yes, that's wonderful. And the water is such a transporter of energy, and then we can also put them under our pillow, you know, and sleep on them at night. There's so much. Now, look, this is an interesting thing, this very top one, end organ harvesting, and we want that in the prayer warrior. I will add that later, because like I said yesterday, it shows everybody's names. I've got about 5 panels running with the prayer warrior, and each panel has 6 entries. So we've been asking for a lot of prayer warrior. And but I should be putting just initials. I'm changing that over time. Higher consciousness. This is where we want to go, and we won't go there with fear. And as one energy worker explained to me, and you know this, you all know this already, but we have an automatic protective shield around us. Now that can be interfered with in different ways, but the biggest way is through fear. So we're not going to go into that higher consciousness. You might speak in terms of the power of the mind. You might want to visualize a bunch of angels surrounding your home, etc., etc. You use that mind we've been gifted with to create. And then we go into hysteria. We can do without that. I've been a little victim to that from time to time. Bring in an ideal world. Activate software in the subconscious mind to put the right man in as president. How about that? And then here's, we're going to fight for this country. Human decency restored. All planetary elements controlled by the light. I haven't gotten a code for that one yet. Support honest cops. Eradicate evil and destruction from government. I do have Christian codes in here. You can take those off if you choose. FBI, follow their oath to uphold the law. Archangel Ariel, in pain and misery. More Christian terms. Stop agenda 21. You might want to look that up. Divine connection. Remove heavy metals from the midline brain. When we talk about the light being interfered with, if we're in the middle of this field of information, what could possibly interfere with us getting the information we need? And it could be this heavy metal stress we're going through. Inside, it's emotional intelligence, power elite involved in corruption, no longer protected, prayer, power grid in place that no dark force can accept or withstand, or access or withstand, activate frontal cortex, ideas based on truth, high moral character. This is one of in the Energy Visionary Group post, we talked about the 4 tenets of Satanism. And the Satanism is real. It's something that we, you know, it's taboo to discuss it, although not so much anymore. But that's one of the tenets, is moral relatively. In other words, you do what you need to do to get done what you need to get done. And that really doesn't serve. It's going to come back on you. So lucid dreaming, fumigate the Department of Justice. There was a code for it. I put it in. Discernment, positive thinking, vaporize anarchy. There's more prayer warrior work. The people are waking up image. We can put that one in. We're going to put all of them in at some point, under 1,000. But let's see if we can find this one in here. Here we go. And it may be, again, none of us really know probably what we need to know. It's complicated, but we do have consciousness rising that can be measured. It's a voltage thing. And all of the information that we have now access to, if we choose to access it, you're going to start, perhaps rising in vibration. Racism we want to clear. Reveal the worldwide criminal enterprise. Again, there was a code for it. Death penalty for those who promote or further sex trafficking. I might maybe remove that. Death penalty is a little harsh. I don't know. Defeat brings a miraculous triumph. I like that one for all of us. That's the idea that adversity can bring good fortune if you continue. Here's a command for America: survival as a free people. Here again, we're asking for Archangel Azrael, peace on earth, enlightenment, defeat mind control, liberation from Satanism, guided from the dangers of this historical period, guidance, Christ. Oh, okay, so let's just put those in. And I don't know if you noticed or not, the last one was sense of humor, if it's possible to just laugh a little bit, not about some of the things necessarily we've mentioned here, but if you can have a little sense of humor, it's going to up your vibration. I would tell a little joke, but I don't know everybody's sentiments, and they might not find it as funny as me, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway, I'm going to leave this up and come back and forth and test a few in more detail. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and there we go. Okay, get down here. And then you clean this up and get the whole thing up. This is interesting also. I've been noticing now, okay, we're asking for people, places, situation, and for some reason, pets, animals. Stress, okay, so we're asking for a few more. But people haven't been asking for as many personal options. It's been very interesting, but now as we scan down, we are asking for several. People, places, situation, pets, animals, and stress factor. And I don't know why the pets, animals is coming up so much, but it's coming up for everybody, not necessarily people who have a pet or do any work with animals.
I think they're probably picking up on the stress in the environment, don't you think?
It's something like that, yeah. And the animals, from Rupert Sheldrake does some fantastic work. He's a scientist, and he does the double blinds. And of course, the animals see the morphic field.
Right.
So they see a little bit more of what's going on.
Right.
And so that could be that they're picking up on the stress of these times. And of course, a lot of animals have been made homeless because of COVID.
Exactly.
So we've got it. These are all things to keep in mind. And as we continue to stay in that state of unconditional love, I believe we're going to be led to what we're here to do for that.
Absolutely.
So
that's what we need.
Yes.
Unconditional love.
That's exactly. In fact, it could be from different things. I'm sure y'all have read some things too. It might be one of those beam me up, Scotty moments. If we maintain a state of unconditional love, we may go into the fifth dimension.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's the goal.
It sure is. So, okay, we want this I intend from the personal options. And as you know, sometimes that's all you need to do, but don't forget that we've got our lottery ticket week. Don't forget to get your lottery tickets.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Some of you may discover that you want the protocol for abundance.
What date is that on?
The 15th.
On the 15th, 1/5.
Is it the 15th, Deborah, or the 16th?
16th.
16th, Saturday night, isn't it?
Yeah. All right.
The 16th?
The 16th.
Yes.
We want to have it by then. All right. So again,
1/5. Okay.
yeah. So what has been interesting, I want you to again look so often, once you've got your information in here, all you need is that wonder click, which again goes right along with your power of intent. And let's see if we want to preserve any theme or option with the manual controls. And we want to preserve a theme. So let's see, out of all this, we've got so much information in here. Let's just see. No, it doesn't. I don't know, the significance of arms and hands other than literal. But maybe it's we need to reach out. Maybe we need to do more active creating on our part in the 3D world. And don't forget, if you have your own software, to go in and out. Let's just go ahead and do a little abundance. And I like personally to go in here and check the minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. Let's just see if we need Pro Tools today, and then we're done. I always do go back in and do the sustenance anyway, and the or and certain things you can just step in and do. And yet, look at that. We definitely need the Pro Tools. So, any thoughts, any of you, on where we want to go with that?
You mean with the Pro Tools?
Yeah, any topic?
Can you just let it pick?
Well, it's going to pick the tool, but not the issue.
Oh, the issue. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So for example, let's just do fear.
I was just thinking that, releasing fear.
Yeah. That's not quite it.
How about uncertainty?
Okay.
Or stress.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Uncertainty is close. Okay, let's go in.
How about clarity, too?
Clarity is a good one as well. We might need to do several. Let's look at clarity. Okay, look, we'll go with stress for right now, and I'll probably go back and forth with this as the day progresses. While we're waiting, this is, by the way, my daughter's dog. Don't forget to do the little aura scan on your animal if you have an animal, because you can do person, animal, or object. Let's do, for starters, our group on the aura scanner while we're waiting for the Pro Tools. I think we're looking pretty good on a physical level. Let's see what else we've got.
Might be a good idea to do your house every day too now.
Absolutely, absolutely. Sure would. And again, you notice we had mentioned throat before, and the throat chakra is a source of stress right now, and that could involve the thyroid. Mental is a little lower than usual. Look at our template, how strong. Okay, so here's our information. Let's see what we want to do now. Okay, nutrition seems to be the big deal. So many times that's what comes up. So we're wanting a total really of 5 times of dispenser information. Let's see what we have to say about that. Okay, so we're taking 5 hours, and that's just our first go round. And so if you're getting food, make sure you don't deplete your supplies the first day. Which some of us, nobody I know, of course, is buying things like muffins and crackers and eating them all. So that
or chips.
Yeah. So that may be happening to the point. Now, these flower essences, you don't always have to put them in the emotion scanner. I don't think we requested the emotion scanner today, but it's really interesting to look at what we're talking about. For example, despondent. Let's just see. Let's just have a little fun with this. Let's go into the mediator. And let's just clear. What else we have? Intense despair. Uh-oh. let me just go over all of these, and then we're going to mediate. And that takes a while. I'll show you tomorrow how we do. Intense despair, helplessness, hopelessness, depressed, extreme mental anguish, self-disgust, loathing, hatred, shame. Now, again, this is all subtle. It's going through our fields from time to time. I'm still recommending to people they turn off the news. Indecisiveness, procrastination, stuck, disorientation, lack of personal space, need to conform, freeze the heart of the abandoned daughter, that's women who still need a daddy figure. We're going into strength, confidence. Here's a little inadequacy that could be cleared. Look at that fear of death, which I think people are going through. So we'll put all these in, and then I'll save it so you can see tomorrow. And I'm not going to start it till I get these in the mediator. Looks like we're about done. Let's see what we will also be doing. Where'd you go? Oh, there it is. The recharger. I think with that, I'm probably going to go in and balance adrenaline. We do that every day at some point, but we're specifying today. Let's just see if that is what we want to do. Let's balance the adrenaline. And let's also balance the nervous system. Not bad. Timeline. What shall we remove from the timeline? Any suggestions?
Can you do something like fear? Is that too big?
No, I don't think so. Let's do it. Let's put irrational fear.
Okay.
How about that? Because we need some fear.
Yeah.
Same old topic I always give. I'm not going to run in front of the Mack truck while I'm 10, because I'm going to get smushed. So let's do irrational fear.
Is the timeline always to reverse something negative?
I think so, yeah. I'll have to check with Ray or Kevin, but that's my understanding.
Oh.
And we'll just let that go. You usually want to do that over and over as you do it. Let's see what else we got. Pathogen panel. See, this dental is a repeated theme, so we need to all be more aware of that. $5 hours. So that gives you an idea. We'll be doing the dispenser numerous times and clearing some of these emotions that keep our voltage low. And just for fun, here's our superfoods. We want some corn, which would want to be organic, carrots, and greens. So that's it. Anything to add, you guys?
And I just wanted to say thank you and have a great day.
Okay.
Yep, that's what I was saying.
Okay, great. Okay.
Great minds.
Talk to you.
Right.
That's right. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
Alrighty, thanks, Cathy. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
This concludes the SRC4U Zoom call with CathyDslaght for January 12th, 2021. Thank you for attending, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Take care and be well.